They might get it, or maybe not. That's the Dolphins' situation right now when it comes to a compensatory pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. A fourth-rounder maybe, possibly nothing. Depends on who you ask and how much trust you've got left in projections, guesses, and the ever-murky compensatory pick formula that the NFL guards like it's a national secret. OvertHecap.com has one version of the story. They say Miami's getting that fourth-round comp pick, thanks to Jevon Holland walking out. NFL.com. Different tune. No pick for the Dolphins, they say. Just crickets. And here we are, fans stuck in this annual limbo, waiting until March 2026 to know for sure. That's when the league finally drops the hammer and officially announces the comp picks. And when they do, it's final. No appeals. No complaints. Just deal with it. What makes this entire thing maddening is how slippery the criteria really are. There's this fancy rule from the 2020 CBA. Only compensatory free agents matter. That's not just anyone who signs elsewhere. These are the guys who left their teams, hit the open market, and got paid. Not just paid, paid like they matter. Top 35% of all players in the league by average annual value. And yeah, postseason accolades and playing time weigh in too. So it's not about names. It's about the math. Ugly, silent math. Miami's offseason saw a dozen new faces arrive through the front door. But only 4 of them? Only 4 even come close to qualifying as compensatory free agents. James Daniels, Zach Wilson, Nick Westbrook-Ikine, and Ifeatu Melifonwu. That's it. The rest? Just filler, warm bodies, depth chart puzzles. So the Dolphins might have signed 12, but most of them don't even nudge the comp pick scale. On the other end, there were losses. And some of those sting. Jevon Holland, obviously. Calais Campbell. Robert Jones. And now Emmanuel Ogbah. All of them left. All of them got new deals. And Ogbah, he signed with the Jaguars on a 1-year, $3.25 million deal. That number might seem random, but here's where it matters. It's likely enough to qualify him as a compensatory free agent. Which matters. A lot. Now here's the real kicker. Westbrook-Ikine and Melifonwu, the 2 maybe compensatory guys Miami added, they're sitting at $3 million per year. Right. On the edge. That's the borderline. And it's not just about salary. Playing time in 2025. How their teams do. Maybe even awards. It all gets thrown into this NFL black box. So if either of them gets pushed below that threshold, that's one less negative signing in the formula. Which means more weight to the losses, which means a compensatory pick swings Miami's way. But again, this isn't settled now, and no one's handing out guarantees. The Dolphins are in wait-and-see mode, just like the rest of us. There's no fix, no workaround. The process takes a full year to play out. It's infuriating, and it makes every dollar spent, every snap played, every injury, every promotion from the practice squad feel like it matters in the grand scheme of things. And there's still one more wild card in the deck. Anthony Weaver, Miami's new defensive coordinator. If he crushes it this season, if the defense finally stops being the unit we hope will get it together, and starts becoming one that shoves people around, guess what? He might land a head coaching job next year. And if that happens, Miami's not just in line for a bonus. They could walk away with 2 third-round comp picks. 1 in 2026, 1 in 2027. That's the NFL's way of rewarding teams for developing minority candidates who become head coaches or general managers elsewhere. Call it the Rooney Rule's big swing. So yeah, this story isn't done. Not even close. Let's back it up a bit though, because this isn't the first time the Dolphins have played the comp pick game. Just this past draft, 2025, Miami walked away with 3 compensatory picks. A 3rd, a 4th, and a 7th. And they didn't sit on them. The 3rd and 4th? They flipped them. Used them in a trade to move up and grab Jonas Savainia, that beast of a guard who's now expected to anchor the offensive line like it's his birthright. The 7th. That one became Zeke Biggers, a mountain of a defensive tackle. All of it made possible because of who left town last year and how the league calculated the net loss. You got to go back to 2020 to find the last time Miami got comp picks before this. A 4th rounder and a 7th. The 4th turned into Solomon Kindley after a trade-up. The seventh got flipped to Seattle, then to Chicago, and eventually brought tight end Adam Shaheen into the mix. Not blockbuster deals, but they mattered.